Hi guys, so here we are at the Golden Mount, or otherwise known as Golden Temple. So the first thing we need to do is to buy a ticket, which is going to cost us Thai 50 baht, and then we can slowly try the 344 steps slowly to the top. So we have our ticket, and let's start climbing these steps, and just hope that it's not too arduous. There are quite a few people around today, but the stairs look reasonably clear, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem to slowly make our way up there. As you can see there briefly on the right hand side here, they have some nice water features, and I'm led to believe that these could be found all the way up to the top of the mount, and they're very decorative, and some of them are ornated under local custom with various flowers and other little statues. As you can see, many people taking photographs because the backdrop amongst the plants is quite fantastic, and you just see the monkey there hanging in the tree, and I'm sure for many it makes really good photographs. So with that, we'll take a look ourselves and take a few video clips of it, and we'll slowly carry on going up to the top. Well, as you can see, we're coming up to the sign saying Golden Mount, and to be honest, the steps aren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. One, they're not very high, and two, they're quite wide, so you don't really feel that you're actually having to lift the whole of your body, which is the bit of walking up steps which really makes you tired. But I must say I'm quite impressed. The steps and the side of the steps are really well decorated, and they have some lovely little water features up here. So all in all, it's really a pleasure to be going up to the summit. Again, more beautiful figurines here to take a look at. To be honest, I can't really tell you what the significance of them are, but they're just interesting to look at for me. Various animals. Beautiful water features, can't fault it. And here we have a small boar. You often see these around various temples in Thailand. Again, to be honest, I don't know the significance of them, but they'll certainly have some meaning. This is the Mount Coffee shop. I was told about it, and here it is. It just looks a really interesting little place to sit and chill out and have a coffee. We're not going to stop now because I want to make my way up to the top, but certainly on the way down we might call in and have a cool or a hot drink, depends on how we feel. The first selection of the hanging bells. A lot of people just take time to strike each one on the way up, and we have some nice backdrops where various tourists stop to take their pictures. And at the end here we have this kind of a decorative drum. I'm sure a lot of the tourists here will have actually seen them in a lot of the temples. This one has a hammer so you can strike it. In other temples you'll find them hanging on a frame, and I've actually seen some Thais actually wipe their hand around the centre of that disc and make a high-pitched whining noise, something similar to what you get when you rub a wet finger around the top of a wine glass. It gives you this high-pitched sound, and you can do that with the drums. And as we're getting higher, you see more bells here hanging there for people to strike. But we're now starting to get some decent views over Bangkok City. It's quite interesting. And I'm hoping this is going to be the last stretch of steps before we actually reach the summit. Legs are starting to tire a little bit. Not too bad though, for saying that it is 344 steps. Ah yeah, thankfully we can see the top now, so we'll be able to explore and see what's inside this magnificent building. here, more views of Bangkok on the other side of the building. I don't know actually whether we go back down the same way that we came up, or if there's another route here to the right and we go down to that side and join the path further on down. I've no idea. But there's only one way to find out. But we'll go down the same way that we came up and enjoy the views of Bangkok. Here we have a couple of what looks to be backpackers just helping themselves to water on the way down, not realising that where that water has been dropped it's a staging post for those carrying materials from the bottom. Because it's such a long climb, they do it in stages, and they drop various items at various stages on the way up. By no means is it free. And again you see another staging post for goods being transported up to the top of the Golden Mount. How people can think they're free items when you get cans of Coke and lime juice in the same pack, God only knows. Brief view there of the Golden Mount from where we've just come from. Not a particularly big building, but very decorative. And yes, on the way up there are quite a few places that you can actually sit and take a rest. And just to the right here there are a few more places that you can visit, some very small gardens. As you can see, we're still quite a way off the ground, but it gives you the impression that there is not far to go now. And back to the water features. As you can see here is the guys that carry the material to the top of the Golden Mount. I'm sure taking a well-earned rest. Won't be very happy when they get up to the top and find out that half their water and drinks have disappeared. Another small shrine there for people to pay respects. And here we are, back down to street level. There are quite a few little shops selling various artifacts around the place. Yeah, I must say it was very pleasant to actually visit the Golden Mount, and there's a nice view there from street level. One of the major tourist attractions in Bangkok. 50 Thai Baht admission fee, well worth it if you're in the area. I would recommend that you go and have a look. Not only is it a nice building to actually walk around when you get to the top, but it also gives you some nice views over Bangkok and out to the Metal Castle. And as you walk around here at street level, there is some other things to see which are quite decorative and great for taking pictures. So with that, thank you very much for joining me on this journey to the top of the Golden Mount, and I hope to catch you on the next video. Thanks guys.